Hey everybody, this is Mr. Storm, and in this video we're going to talk about the TestOut platform. We are going to discuss exactly what you should be doing to turn in your assignments and learn the material that you need to learn this year. So TestOut is this website. It's testout.com. I will also put a link in the page here. But you will go to this page, you will go to testout.com, and you will click Login up here in the top right-hand corner. And it will bring you to a screen that looks like this. This is your login screen for TestOut. Now your username and password, these should have been emailed to you. So check your email inbox. You will see an email from me with your credentials for TestOut. Once you've logged in, you will go into, let me back out a minute. You will see a screen that looks kind of like this. Now for you, you're not going to see as many of these options because you're a student. So we're looking at my teacher view, but you will see a box that says, PC Pro, which is the course you're actually taking in TestOut. So I'm actually going to go to PC Pro really quickly so I can show you what it looks like. So in here, let's go all the way back to the very beginning. So this is what the TestOut class looks like. It mainly consists of articles and videos and labs and practice questions. So if we click on the three lines up here, we can get access to the course outline. This is something you're going to use often. So the course outline is here. Now, over here we have our home button. You can click home. You can see the curriculum you're using, which is TestOut PC Pro. For A+ computer maintenance, we are using the PC Pro curriculum. Over here we have a help function, so you can click there and you can type in whatever it is you need help with, and then they will respond to you. And then over here we have actions. In actions you can search for a specific thing. You can add a bookmark to a page if you want to come back to it later. You can browse your bookmarks. You can give feedback to TestOut. Maybe something's not working properly or whatever. And then you can also log out from here as well. That's really important. Okay, I'm going to click on the course outline and let's talk about the course itself. So again, like I said, you're going to see mostly articles, but you will also have videos as well. Let's go ahead and click on this first video. Now, for videos, you have two options. You can either just play the video, or you can play the video with an interactive script. Now, I like the interactive script. It's actually pretty great. So I'm going to click that, and I will pause the video so we don't get a bunch of sound playing. Over here on the side, you will see that there is a script. The entire script for the video is right here. And so this video will play, and then the script itself will follow along with the video so you can actually read what they're saying on the screen. So if maybe you forget your headphones and you want to see what you're missing in the video, you can push play and follow along with the interactive script. All right. Now, so this is a video. You can see it has the little video icon. This right here, this icon is a demonstration. So there's videos and demonstrations. So let's take a look at a demonstration with the interactive script. Ooh, that was good sound. So the demonstrations will actually walk you through the lab itself, which I will do in just a second. They're essentially just videos, but they will walk you through the labs also. Okay, now let's talk about the labs. So right here we can see that we have a lab that is labeled 1.1.3. That essentially means it's Chapter 1, Section 1, which is Course Introduction, and 3 is the third thing in that section, right? And so these numbers here correspond with, if we go over to the Canvas page and we go to the labs, Chapter 1. So we see here for the assignment, it says complete the following labs. 1.1.3, explore the lab interface. So that's the first lab we have to complete. So there it is right there, 1.1.3, explore the lab interface. So I'm going to click on that lab. It's going to give me a description of what that lab looks like, or what some of the things I will be expected to do while I'm in that lab. I'm going to go ahead and click Start Lab. Now, if you click on Start Lab and it doesn't pop up, check your pop-up blocker to make sure that your pop-up blocker isn't blocking, because this environment is technically a pop-up. Okay, Now, this is our TestOut lab sim environment. The best thing about this is that it is completely error-proof, meaning I can completely pull this computer apart here and it won't break anything. I can just reset the lab. So when we're actually doing maintenance on the computers here in the lab sim, we actually can't break anything. If I hook up a processor wrong, or I hook the power supply up to the wrong components, or whatever, and I fry everything, it won't actually do any damage. This is why we use TestOut, because it's really great for letting you explore the stuff in a safe environment. Okay, so this is our TestOut environment. Over here, you're going to see a description of the scenario that you need to complete. So in this lab, your task is to complete the following: add a monitor to the workspace, connect the monitor to the computer using an HDMI cable, connect the power cord to the monitor and plug in the monitor, and turn on the monitor and the computer. So we're basically just adding a monitor. So over here, I have my shelf. The shelf is going to allow me to bring in new components. So I'm looking for a monitor. So I will bring in this monitor and just kind of drag it. We'll put it right there next to the PC itself. Okay, great. And then I need to add a cable. So I need an HDMI cable. And so I actually needed to connect it to the back of this monitor. So what I can do is I can click this back button to flip it around. Okay, so now I see my HDMI connection right there. I'm going to drag my HDMI cable and I'm going to hover over that connection until I get that blue bar or that blue box around it. And when I let go, it will connect my HDMI cable there. Notice I also have this box that pops up called partial connections. That means one end of this cable is plugged in, but the other end needs to go somewhere else. And so for this instance, it needs to go to the back of the computer. So I'm going to click back here. And notice I have my HDMI connection right there. So I'm going to drag my partial connection over to the HDMI connector on the back of the computer. Now my partial connections went away, meaning this cable is connected to the right places. Now I can see down here, I have my selected component, which is an HDMI cable, and it's connected to the monitor and the motherboard socket 1151. So it is connected to the computer and it's connected to the monitor. So that's connecting the computer HDMI cable. Connect the power cord to the monitor and plug in the monitor. So I'll bring in the power cord, drag it there, and I'm going to connect that end. Now I have a partial connection. I will drag that over to the power strip. All right, that's plugged in. All right, now I'm going to flip these both back around to the front because I need to turn them on. So I'm going to hit the power button and the power button. And now my computer works and it powers on and I can see it's powering on, and now I can start messing around with the operating system and doing all that stuff. But it says after you complete these tasks, explore the hardware and operating system interfaces within the lab. From the top navigation tab, select Floor 1 Overview to view the rest of the office network. Select Score Lab when you're finished. So this is the computer that I just connected. I can go in and see all the applications on the computer. I can make some changes to it. I can go in and, delete System 32 or whatever it is you want to do. You can mess around in here, and again, you won't do any actual real lasting damage. So when I'm done messing with that, I can actually back out to the space I was in by clicking on the tab over there. Now I want to look at the Floor 1 overview. This is going to give me an overview of the simulated office we're working in. Now, in the space I was just working in was the IT administration office, but I can go into the lobby. Let's go into the lobby and check out this laptop in the lobby. Okay, that's good. Let's go back out. I have phones. I have all kinds of stuff. Let's see. Let's go into the networking closet here. Let's check out the hardware in the networking closet. So we have our networking closet. Some switches and servers and all that stuff is in there. So anyway, that's essentially how this thing works. So once you're done with the lab, you're going to select Score Lab. And it's going to tell you if you've done everything correctly. For me, I did all the things that they wanted me to do. So I passed the lab. I got 100%, and I'm good to move on. So I'm going to click Done. Now notice when I've clicked Done, when I finish the lab, I get Last Score Report. That's a way for me to see that I've completed the lab successfully. Okay. Now, when you're done with all of the labs in chapter 1, so after you did that, which took me, what, 5 minutes to do? After you do all of the labs, then you are going to come into here, into Canvas, excuse me, and you're going to click the submit assignment button. Mine is different, but you're going to click submit assignment, and then in the text box, you will type, I have finished all the labs. And then that will be an indication for me to go into LabSim and pull your scores out of there and put them into the gradebook in Canvas. Okay, now it's really important that you don't just jump straight to the labs, okay? Because jumping straight to the labs, you might be confused as to what you're doing. You want to watch the simulations, you want to watch the videos, read the articles, you want to go over that stuff before you jump into the lab so that the labs don't take you forever to complete. Now, the other thing that you want to look at are at the end of some sections, you have practice questions. If you click on practice questions, it will take you to a screen that looks like this. No time limit, 15 questions, 80% passing score. So we need to score at least 80% to get a passing score with this. So I'm going to click Start Exam. Now, these are end of section quizzes that are pulled directly out of the stuff you're supposed to learn in that quiz. So you need to replace a broken monitor, works with the computer. Which computer design concept makes this possible? So that's going to be plug and play. And check my answer. Oh no, that's wrong. It's actually standardization. So if you select the wrong answer, it'll actually tell you the correct answer once you select it. And it will give you an explanation as to why it is the correct answer. And it will give you a reference to where you need to go find that information so that next time you can get the correct answer. So this really does a good job at helping you to figure out where your mistakes are. So now whenever you're done taking the quiz, let's go ahead and close this out. Yeah, let's score it. I got a 0. When you're done taking the quiz, it will break it down for you, tell you exactly what you got correct and what you didn't. And then when you're done with all of let's go to the next thing. Let's go back. So when you're done with all of the practice questions, so there's a practice question in 1.2.8, which is what we just did. There are practice questions in 1.3.5. So 1.3.5. 1.4.6, 1.4.6, and 1.5.5, which is down here at the bottom. Once you're done with all of those, you're going to turn in this assignment by doing the same thing. You click on Submit, and then you type, I've completed all the practice questions, and then turn that in. So the labs and the practice questions are 2 separate assignments that you need to complete. Okay, I think that's pretty much it in LabSim. Now, get comfortable with this because you're going to be using this platform all year. Okay, so get comfortable with this platform so that you can be productive and effective. And if you have any questions about this stuff, please let me know, and I will happily go over any of the stuff you need again. I want to make sure you guys understand this stuff before we move forward. Alrighty, that's it for me, and I will see you next time. Have fun the next couple of weeks, and good luck. All right, peace.